Welcome to the fascinating world of honey. For thousands of years, honey has been one of nature's most prized gifts. Today we take you inside a modern honey factory to show you exactly how this golden liquid is produced, from the very first flower visited by a bee all the way to the jar sitting on your kitchen shelf. Let's begin this incredible journey. The honey-making process begins in nature. Honeybees fly out from their hives to collect nectar from flowers. A single bee visits hundreds of flowers on a single trip, using its long tongue called a proboscis to suck up the sugary liquid. This nectar is stored in the bee's honey stomach, separate from its food stomach, where enzymes begin breaking it down. One bee colony can visit up to 2 million flowers to make just 1 pound of honey. Back at the hive, the forager bee passes the nectar to a house bee through mouth-to-mouth transfer. The house bee continues to add enzymes from its own body, breaking the complex sugars into simpler ones. This nectar is then deposited into a honeycomb cell. The bees fan their wings vigorously over the honeycomb to evaporate the moisture. When the water content drops to about 17 to 20%, the nectar has transformed into honey, and the bees seal the cell with a wax cap. Commercial honey production begins at large-scale bee farms. Professional beekeepers manage thousands of hive boxes arranged in rows across fields near blooming crops. Each box contains multiple frames of honeycomb. Beekeepers wear full protective suits, gloves, and veils to safely work with the bees. They use a smoker, a device that puffs cool smoke, which calms the bees and makes the hive inspection safer. Regular hive inspections ensure the colony is healthy and productive. When the frames are filled with capped honey, it's time to harvest. Beekeepers carefully remove each wooden frame from the hive box. To clear the bees from the frames, they use a bee brush or an air blower to gently move the bees away. The heavy frames, dripping with wax-capped honeycomb, are then loaded carefully into sealed containers to be transported to the extraction facility. This must be done efficiently to prevent bees from following the honey. The harvested frames are transported in sealed bee-proof boxes or trucks to the honey processing facility. Temperature and hygiene are critical during transport to prevent contamination. Modern honey factories are located strategically near major bee farming areas to keep transport time minimal, ensuring the highest quality honey upon arrival.
Sample viscosity is optimal. Moving on to refractive index. Index is 1.489, well within the premium range. Label is clear, checking seal now. Seal is secure, weight is nominal. Jar looks good, on to the next one. Okay, let's get these wildflower jars up front. This clover honey is always a bestseller. And a few more local varieties to finish.